John, it's a hard-earned point, but down to 10 men for an hour. You must be fairly satisfied with that.
The overall riding emotion is disappointment, really. That, you know, 4 officials can have such an influence on the game. Listen, they don't mean to spoil it on purpose. Everyone knows that. But the fact is they have. And, you know, you've got a lad throwing, a lad's trying to control the ball, trying to cut the ball out. There's no lunge, there's no force in the challenge whatsoever. Yeah, he has caught him, and he has caught him with the studs. But if everyone who catches someone with the studs unintentionally gets sent off, or raises the leg above knee height, gets sent off, you'd be playing 5-a-side. And there was other instances today where people have raised their feet and, you know, they were lucky that they didn't catch anybody. It's a nonsense of a sending off. And Alan Wiley once said to me quite a few years ago that if a referee makes a decision, everyone on the ground surprised, he's generally got it wrong. Well, everybody was surprised at the decision today. And everyone's going home now talking about the sending off.
And we've chatted many times along this touchline about consistency as well, and that's really all you're looking for, isn't it, from the ref?
Well, I've just seen so many challenges on our players this season that's gone unpunished, and I'd like to think that's another major decision gone wrong against us this season. I think we're up to about 15 now. These won't get them back. And is it worthwhile appealing? Well, he did catch him. Was there any intent? 100% no. Was it a lunge? 100% no. Was it forceful? 100% no. You know, that thing is dangled the leg trying to control the ball. It's farcical, and if that's a send it off, we're in for a lot of trouble in the Football League. If that reverberates around this season and people start sending people off for that. You know, we had a similar instance with Sean McConville last year when he stretched trying to control the ball, and he's caught a lad in the stomach. No intent at all. He lost the appeal. And second year really, because the unjustness in football, not just today's game, in my opinion, the injustice in football, you know, you've seen the Liverpool-Tottenham game, and it just gets pushed under the carpet. Nothing happens. You've seen other major decisions this season. You've seen the handball that someone got given against them for hitting them on the armpit in the Premiership. That everyone knows is an handball, but yeah, it's a game-winning penalty. And it'll go on and on and on. This won't be the last bad decision this season. Won't be the last horrendous decision this season. And the sad thing for me is we get more than most. And that's just the way it goes. And I just have to deal with it or get out of the game. You know, everyone mocks me for that meme that goes around of falling out of love with football when we had horrendous decisions against Derby County in the FA Cup. Well, nothing's changing. And we still get them, and we just have to put up with it or don't be in the industry. It's as simple as that.
But your reaction from the 10 men and the substitutes that you brought on, you must have been impressed with that.
Well, I was delighted the way we defended. I'd like us to have attacked more and give them credit. You know, Jimmy made a comment at half time. They're the last team you want to go down to 10 men against. Well, they are, but the nature of the way they play means that they're not going to have as many shots as what they should, or in my opinion. You know, they didn't put enough balls in our box, I didn't think. We knew they'd try and play down the sides of us, so that's why we got a solid 4 and a 5. And, you know, we limited them to not many chances. There was a goal line scramble at the end and a long range shot that Toby saved. Not too many chances. And have a look back on the highlights for us, an unbelievable header by Coley, and deserves to win 10 games. Fantastic goal.
From that distance as well, because it's a long free kick. He had to sort of generate his own power.
It's a fantastic goal, and I think I was disappointed with the goal they scored because he worked on that pattern of play to not be loose, and we were a bit loose for that one. But I thought we'd have won the game with 11-11. I thought we had the bit between our teeth, so it's difficult to accept going down to 10 men. In my opinion, it's unjustly. People will have other opinions on that, but there's nothing you can do about it. People say you must be delighted with the points because you played with 10 for an hour, and part of me I'm delighted that we didn't concede again. Another part of me is disappointed at the goal we conceded, and disappointed with the whole day because I feel flat.
Do you think that in professional football, with the money that's at the top end of the game, each referee should be a pro, full pro? Would that make a difference, do you think?
But we're seeing it at the top level, professional referees making horrendous decisions. So it's a difficult job to do, you know. And you know, Jimmy's lad's a referee, and he was at the game today after refereeing the under-18s at Everton this morning. And you know, you can empathise with them, you know, because we see it first hand what he has to go through as well. And my nephew being a ref as well, our Sam. So you know, we know it's not hard, it's not easy, and being involved in football for so long, it is difficult. And you've always got people trying to influence you. You've always got people trying to get in your ear. And you know, it happens. Our players do it to the referees. Their players do it. You know, Lewington, their skipper today, was more or less refereeing the game. He was having a conversation with the linesman. The linesman would have a conversation with me. So, yeah, beg your belief, but listen, that's football, and it'll never change. That's probably why we love it so much, because it's so unpredictable. And maybe the unjustness now and again is what you have to take.
But the unbeaten run goes on.
It does, but we haven't won this year.
And another strong performance, though.
Well, I know we're getting better. You know, we're defending better. And we've got good players, and we've known we've had good players. We just haven't fired. We haven't complimented each other. We're starting to compliment each other now. Ross and Notts are starting to compliment each other. Yabs came on second half and did ever so well. Mitch did really well again. You know, made some important tackles and interceptions. Brave challenges as well. And the midfield knew the jobs. You know, the midfield ran themselves into the ground. Coley ended up playing an auxiliary left back at times. Sean playing as a deep line midfielder, but it did the job. It got us over the line for a point.
And you've got injuries, you've got illnesses, you've got Seamus Keneally, who's sick as at the side of us, and wants to get back on the park.
We've got a few out, and you know, Tommy Lee going off. Another one of our attacking threats. But Pelly came on, and you know, he's an honest lad, Pelly, and you know what you're getting off him, and he'll graft, and there was no one more delighted than him to see it out, and I'm pleased for him, because you know, he's got a big character, he's got a big part to play at this club. Pelly's a great lad, has a great influence on the players, great positivity about him, and we need players like that.